And now, I mean, one of the things that's really I want to ask whenever I'm talking to the business leaders, about when, normal interactions that we have, if you look at the businesses and the corporate leaders, all the time look for logic and decide things on logic. Yet, it's very, very evident emotions are driving the individuals and outcomes,
Yeah.
right? And how do you see this? And you've been working with big brands, and you've been coaching the C-suites and on this EQ and how they can connect with their intrapersonal and interpersonal intelligences. And just it will be so nice for our viewers to know, how this can be brought into their knowledge, awareness.
Thank you. Great question. I'd rather share this one through a short little incident, not even just a story, but it was really an incident last year when I faced someone and this person said, Grant, whenever I'm in business meetings, I get emotions out of the way. Now, again, that sounds very cliche, but I chose to ask him, I said, so what do you mean by get emotions out of the way? And to him, it's like, I don't want all these people being emotional, them expressing themselves and shouting and, expressing anger. For me, it's like, get emotions out of the way and get the job done. So I thought, hey, it really sounds good if everyone could just be rational, but when you're rational and you're just rational, you're just heady, what happens is you can also become very mechanical. So when I was speaking to him, I realized he was very mechanical. It's like, okay, next. And to me, it was almost like a body without a heart.
Yeah.
And I said, I think how you're seeing things is like emotions are bad, anger is bad. If anger is bad, disappointment is bad, sadness is bad, all he was actually looking out for was joy and happiness. So then I said, hey, by the way, that's an emotion too. So if you say get emotions out of the room, are you saying get joy out of the room, get happiness out of the room, get anger out of the room? But that's what makes human beings, right? This is what makes human beings. So in short, he probably preferred robots to be in the room as opposed to a human being who expresses feelings. And I do think in business, let's put it this way, we want to see how excited people are. Of course, we want to see the joy, we want to see the ecstasy, we want to see the optimism. But at the same time, when we see the emotions we hope not to see, it also gives us a good gauge as to what's really happening to that person at that point. It's the best indicator about what's really happening, right? So emotions allow us to have that great temperature check, to make decisions about what else needs to be done, what needs to be adjusted, how we need to re-navigate, recalibrate. It gives us all those decisions. If we tune in, we will know what to do. If we tune out, you'll just be stabbing in the dark, not knowing exactly where you're going with this. So to me, the temperature check, allowing emotions to come into play. Now that said, of course, when it's overdone, anything that's overdone becomes bad, right? So everything should be moderate enough. So, when you're angry, how much of anger do you choose to show? This is what I mean by emotional intelligence. Intelligently expressing the right amount of emotions for the right occasion with the right person at the right time. So if we know how to modulate, if we know how to control, we know how to manage it, then that's when we're intelligently using our faculties. Hence the importance of utilizing emotions and not getting it out of the room or the window.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so very much for sharing that. I mean, it's very interesting because I'm immediately reminded of one of your, the lines that you've been using whenever I was getting coached by you. All emotions are functional.
Yeah.
I mean, a high performer will look at how I can navigate that emotion towards what I want rather than just ignoring it or bottling it.
Exactly.
That's
And if you think about it, it's also about being yourself, right? Right? We all have got emotions. Why, even if you chose to remove it, how much poker face could you be over sometimes 2 hours and 3 hours? Why not just be yourself, but learn how to be a better version of yourself? And that is, if you are someone who's very emotional, how can you manage that to a point where you think it's going to be healthy enough for people to see, but not hide it fully? Because when you hide it fully, of course, there are a lot of other repercussions and consequences, right? When we choose to suppress, when we choose to minimize the amount of stress it causes us. So showing it is great. Overshowing it, yeah, there's another problem there. But undershowing it, that also makes us very mechanical, right? So I think people need to recognize what is that right point. What's the useful point when we're in discussions, when we're in meetings, when we're coaching someone, when we're parenting someone. Emotions give us tons of advantages.
Wow.